Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are working on the Blazer today. I got a helper. Dad's here. We're gonna go ahead and get going on the Blazer. So first things first, we want to try and get this thing running. Let's go over the game plan. So 5.3 LS. We have the old fuel injected intake, and I'm going completely old school in this thing. We're taking this intake off. You see, got the MSD box over there. So all I got to do is hook that up to power, and it's going to run this whole ignition system. And then I got a dual plane intake, and we're going to toss a carburetor on this thing. Going old school, and I just think it'll fit the Blazer really well. Pop the hood, have a carburetor, nice round air cleaner. I think it's going to work really nice. Then we'll start working on trying to get some of these accessories working. But the sooner that I can get this thing moving around, the easier I can move cars in and out of this bay. Because right now, pull them in here and then jack them over to this side. It's a pain in the butt. Right? Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. So, you want to pull the intake off there, Dad? I don't think it's bolted down. I didn't check that.
Intake cheap for sale.
Yeah. I didn't check that they were cathedral port, but it's a good thing that it is. I just bought an intake for cathedral port. Buy once, verify once.
She's been sitting a bit. Where are you gonna put her?
I don't even really know, honestly, but probably somewhere on the firewall. That way, when those people open the hood, they're like, "Oh yeah,
It's got the MSD box.
got the MSD on
That thing's
there."
got to run good.
I think it'll run good.
What you doing, Colin?
Probably gonna screw out.
Is that good on electronics, beating on them like that? Just curious.
It's really good.
What are we doing, bud?
My intake was dropped off for the Blazer. I always have packages delivered to Eleni because they never put it on my front doorstep. It always gets delivered to the neighbors. So I open up the neighbor's little mail thing. Big old bee's nest, like hornet's nest. So, doing them a favor.
Oh boy.
If I get stung, I'll be so mad.
I'm gonna stand back here. You saved their life. There you go.
Hope you can.
I got you. I got this, if you want to get both hands. How'd they even get that box in there?
I don't know.
There you go.
Alrighty. So now that everybody thinks that I stole someone's package off the front of the porch, it's time to open up your bag, girl. This is very similar to the Holly intake manifold, but bought it directly off Amazon.
Where was it made?
It was definitely made in USA, China. USA being USA, China. Oh, look at that. Even comes with hardware. Believe it or not, that is still a cathedral port, even though it's round or square.
They come with new O-rings.
Oh yeah. Yep, O-rings, bolts, washer, everything.
Everything?
Everything. Yeah. Yep, look at that.
Beauty.
That is the best Chinese intake manifold you can use. Got a dual plane design because you want to have a little bit more bottom. I'm just kidding. It's 150 bucks. That's why I bought it. So, but anyway, we're gonna throw this on. MSD box, carburetor should fire right up. All right, dual plane intake is in. 6 LS boxes put together. Got the battery right here. This is gonna be temporary startup, but it'll fire up. You slap the carburetor on there and figure out some stuff there, but we should be pretty close to fire up. All right, we got the old carburetor. If you watched the channel before, that's the carburetor off of the rat rod. So we got it on here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull a valve cover off with no ignition or anything. And we're gonna crank this thing over and see if we can get some oil pressure first. And then after we get some oil pressure, pop that thing back on, fill the float bowls with some fuel, and see if we can get this thing to crank over. All right, we did all the stuff and things, so I'm gonna crank it over. You ready, Dad?
Yeah.
What? It's like 2 seconds.
What?
That took no time at all. You hear how quiet it is?
That's amazing. Oh my god. That is no shit. Been sitting for years. We had not pre-started this. It was like we put the carburetor on, put a little gas in it, touched it, and just fired it off. Here, film.
Oh, out of gas?
Yeah, out of gas.
Okay, I'm gonna fill it up one more time.
All right.
We still gotta hook up a fuel pump and everything, so we're just filling float bowls right now. My neighbors gotta love this. This is the quietest thing I own.
It's the only thing that doesn't have zoomies on it.
Hey, anybody that doesn't like zoomies don't like America. Oh.
I'm glad we primed the oil system.
Yeah. Okay.
You ready?
Yep, go ahead. We never did check into the big gear.
I did. I reached in and checked it.
It's so quiet.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. Nice.
That runs great.
Let's see what it sounds like on that.
Better hurry. What'd it sound like?
Nothing.
Nothing, just quiet.
It's quiet as hell.
That's awesome though.
That's cool.
Well, it runs.
Yeah. Time to hook up a fuel pump for the carburetor. The fuel pump that they had on it was for EFI. So I'm gonna get a different fuel pump set up or a regulator, kind of depending on what I can find tomorrow. But I just want to try and get everything figured out. My buddy Jacob gave me a balancer so we can actually try and get the accessory drive working, try and get the alternator charging, try and mount the battery. So I'm trying to make this thing drivable starting off with. We get the fenders and everything kind of put on, air cleaner. But I mean, if we can get this thing to just kind of be operational, that's the plan. But trying to get it running, then we can work on getting the interior stuff done, make it a little bit more fancy. But trying to get everything working first, brakes, engine running, because I work like 5-10 minutes away, so it'd be cool to be able to drive this thing to work. But new manifold, carburetor, and everything just fired right up. The carb was off the rat rod, so the idle's already set. Had a nice idle. This thing is just smooth as butter. I can't believe it just fired right off. Good old MSD 6LS. I don't know. She's a ripper. See you guys tomorrow, and we'll keep working on this thing. Big thanks to everybody that got in on our pre-order. We're getting all the sweatshirts boxed up right now. This is definitely the biggest pre-order I've ever done. We're almost filling the full box up. So we're getting them out. I ordered a bunch of extras, so if you guys are still interested, shoot me a message and we'll get a sweatshirt headed your way. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are working on the dually. Right now we're waiting on the transmission to get back from John's over at Cody's Transmission. So we got an off day, so I figured I'd pull the dually around. Got the new transmission controller from US Shift. Huge thanks to my buddy Chris for grabbing that for me. But me and Dad are pulling out the old transmission controller, this piece of junk that didn't want to work. So put this new controller in and see if we can have some life back in the dually. Bought this thing to have it as a tow rig, and it has done nothing but sit in the backyard, and I want to get this thing going. This is my dream tow rig, so we got to get some work going on it. But we're just gonna pull out this other one and get going on installing the new one. What you looking at, Dad?
Taking this shit out of here from the old controller.
Oh, okay. Undoing the TPS signal.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, this square body is a little bit nicer. You can see the interior and everything compared to the old Blazer. Blazer's got rust, and she's mint. She's a diamond in the rough. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Say that again.
She's a beaut.
All right, so kind of hard to tell, but we got these wires ran through this hole. I'm gonna get a grommet right there, but we're running them down the transmission, and then Dad is in here, and he is getting those put to the controller. He already wired in TPS, power, ground, RPM, all that stuff to the ECU in there, and we're getting this all cleaned up. We're gonna plug in the controller, and US Shift, when they sent it to me, they asked me a bunch of questions, and so they told me they put a tune in there that they thought would work really good for the dually. So we're just gonna go off their tune and see if it works.
What am I filming?
Me. Okay. First test drive with the quick 4. Let's see how it works. How bright is that? Is that too bright? Does that work? No good?
Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
Don't need the light either. It's, of course, might be the light from outside.
Yeah, it's definitely the outside light. Okay.
Oh, just a second.
All right. So, neutral.
Neutral park. Reverse.
Okay. We're reversing.
It's a good start. 1 mile an hour. It's reading its speeds. That's good.
That's a good thing.
Headlight.
Oh my God! It's
Oh,
shifting.
shit.
It's shifting.
It did what it was supposed to do.
Oh, brother. Oh, shit. Oh my God. I have my truck back. This
Went
truck's
through
been
all the gears.
Yeah, this truck's been down forever. Oh my gosh, I am so pumped right now. All right, listen to the gears.
Oh, wow. That shifted good, too.
Wow.
Did everything it's supposed to do. Nice.
Wow. Holy crap. These controllers are sick, and so is my dad for helping me wire them. It's awesome. The shift points are different when you mash it, so they're higher. I had them set it at like 4,500, which is like, look at that, it's just shifting. Failed shift.
Heck yeah.
That big block is like purring. Oh, I gotta shut this door. It's shifting.
That's awesome.
I'm so happy.
Speedometer's working good. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. Badass. Cruising the old Super Dudes. Cruising old Betty White.
Betty White. Heck yes.
Betty White's the new tow rig.
Oh man.
So you're just a cruising.
Yeah. I'm so happy that new controller fixed all my issues.
Ooh, it's got transmission temp too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's got all that information. Just so happy it shifts.
Does what it's supposed to.
This is awesome. I got my truck back. The truck's been down for like 3 months, just not working.
Yeah, I was
It
pretty
pulls up
bummed
the
not.
stoplights, and
Yep.
the converter's not locked. Shout out to US Shift for 1, excellent customer service. For 2, they put that tune in there. We did 0 tuning. This is completely what they put in the controller. And in my opinion, I think it's shifting great.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Like when you floor it, it freaking carries the shifts out farther. When I'm just barely driving it, it just takes it through the gears nice and easy. No, I think it's good. I can feel the shiftness or the firmness to it, but I think they put the pressures high on the shifts because I told them I was towing a lot with it. So I think you want to have higher pressures for when you're towing and everything. So no, I think it's amazing. I think it's exactly what I needed for it.
How's the engine driving too? Are we having the in and out with the TPS thing?
No.
I think we fixed that too with that rewire of the TPS.
Yeah, I think we had some bad wiring from the inside the factory harness from the TPS to the ECU, and so Dad had us run new wires straight from the TPS straight to the ECU, and it seems to be working awesome. So nice. Just need to get new tires for this thing, and I think she's ready to go on some road trips.
She's definitely tough to film smooth.
Yeah.
It's dark video too, so
Yeah, probably be audio only. Well guys, I appreciate you watching the video on the dually and the Blazer. We're going to keep working on these square bodies until the dually is a perfect driver for long road trips, and we're going to keep working on the Blazer until it runs. I mean, it runs now, but we want this thing running and driving down the road. We're also going to be selling the Blazer once I get it going, so if you guys are interested in it, shoot me a message and we can work something out once we get this thing going. Or I mean, hell, if you wanted it how it is right now, just let me know. We'll get something going. But anyway, we're just gonna keep working on the Blazer until it's, in my opinion, nice enough to run, drive, and be a decent vehicle for someone.